Hi guys, and welcome to TMS. Today we have special guests as usual. We know them as the best event planners on deck. They always make waves when it comes to student events. Yes, yeah. So they're known as the AfroFest Exec Committee. No, MacAfricans Exec Committee, and they did a big event this year called AfroFest. So what we're going to do, we're going to find out how they do their event planning and get to know a little bit about the event itself and to see how they mix school and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, we'll play a game after, so get ready. Bye. Do I have to? Hi. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so who was the president for the 2015, 2016?
Let's do.
So before that, we used to introduce you guys because the outsider seems to know. Okay, so.
So my name is Akin Akikwe. Most people call me Akin, and I was the president of MacAfricans last year, 2015-2016 semester. Yeah.
My name is Fiyin. My name is Fiyin, and I was the AfroFest coordinator.
My name is S.A. Javo and I was logistics manager.
And my name is Uyi Ebaweyi and I was special advisor.
Special advisor?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Anyways, so as the president, why did you choose to be president?
Well, it was actually kind of very, very funny and impromptu the way it happened. I didn't plan on running, and then the way I saw the club going, I just felt like I needed to be a part of it in my final year, and I needed to be a part of it in such a way that was bigger than how it was. Because this is my second time being on the exec team. First time was great, so I felt like I had a good experience from being on the exec team and being away from the exec team. I was trying to kind of merge both experiences together in the best way I knew possible and implement it while being president. So that's why I decided to run. I was seeing pros and cons of both sides and things I felt like I could fix, so I decided to run for president.
Okay, so for the people that don't know about MacAfricans and the big show you guys do every year, would you like to give them an overview?
Okay, so MacAfricans is a McMaster club, and is a club run by it's not. So it's a club that is made to educate, engage, and entertain. So it's meant to educate people about African culture. It's not a club for Africans, although it's mostly comprised. Although most people in it are Africans, let's just say that way. Although most people in the club are Africans, it's not for Africans. It's just meant to educate people about African culture. And AfroFest is one of the many various ways which it does that.
So what's AfroFest?
So it is a culture show run by students which picks on a topic with us.
Na collabo, yeah. She wants some collabo. I can sing for you, you can sing for me. Yeah. She says she wants some collabo. She talks say I they play like Ronaldo. The thing they sweeter like Don Jazzy Eminado. We can go Monaco.
So 3 years ago, the topic was two, 3 years ago. Then the year after that, it was talking about abduction because it was also around the time for the
whole Bring Back Abduction, yeah.
And then last year's show was about xenophobia in South Africa and stuff like that. So we're picking topics from South Africa and try to educate people. We make it fun and interesting, but then there's still a point to take home.
Yeah.
Regards to it.
That's good. Okay, so as execs, this is for anybody to understand. how do you guys balance schoolwork and being an exec? Because I know it's like a lot of work.
Well, you just have to have, it takes all time management, planning yourself, because we had meetings every Sunday, and it's kind of like setting out your schedule, knowing I have this to do. On Sunday, I have this to do when I have to do it. So for me, I had to make a schedule for every little thing I have to do. I had to, that reminder app on the iPhone was my best friend because there was so much stuff I needed to remember all the time. And then you can't also you can't neglect your schoolwork too because your parents are going to listen to Afrofest. Like, what's that? So, it's more of a case of just planning your time properly.
Okay, is Afrofest the only event you guys host?
And we have other smaller events in school that's most dedicated to really the MacAfrican, the master community. So we have little events during the school year. But Afrofest is the one that captures more outside community. Yeah.
So how do you guys raise funds for Afrofest? Because I know it's big.
I was gonna add to that. So so we have a number of events throughout the year. So because Afrofest is the main show we have every year, once a year, we try to kind of gain or make money from these events that we have. So for example, we have bake sales, which we consider as an event. We have bake sales where we're actually raising money towards Afrofest because it's expensive and people don't know this. They don't think that we have money, we're rich, we're balling, but that's not the
Doing for sort of funds for us was reaching out to organizations in the community, so sponsors, banks, people that will be able to give us this to population.
Okay, so so do you guys make profits from because profits you guys make, do you use it back to Afrofest next year or
Most of the profits kind of goes to, I don't know if you know about the scholarship fund. So there's a scholarship fund where we're trying to raise a certain amount so that there'll be a scholarship for one person. I don't know.
And it's not just
students can be passed so every year there will be a scholarship.
So somebody needs it.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So what happens is we take $25,000 Canadian and we put it inside some high savings bank, and then it runs itself, so it kind of sustains itself. So we give $5,000 scholarship to somebody, and then the next year another one, and the next year another one. But
You don't make $5,000 though.
yeah, and then it runs itself. Almost we don't make $5,000, but we're still adding to the fund. So it's an ongoing project that we're trying to accomplish. Most of the profit goes to that, and then we also keep some for the year.
So as an international student, how do you gain from these scholarships?
So right now, the scholarship is still in the works. So we're still in the process of building the fund and creating $25,000 deposit thing that we're paying to the Master University. So as time goes on, people will be able to apply to this fund and actually be able to benefit from it, but not immediately because it's a long-term year.
Yeah.
So is this your first? This is your first step in execs, or you guys have been execs?
My first
This is my second time.
This is the second time to miss.
So what motivates you guys to keep going? Because you don't get paid for it, right?
Yeah, we don't. Unfortunately.
So what motivates you to keep going? Because you might just get. I know you put out the commitment, you volunteer, nobody begged you to do it. I think. But what motivates you to keep going?
Sorry. Last time I was on the executive, I was the treasurer, so that was last year, and I started I wasn't very involved in MacAfricans during my first and second year. So being treasurer was I was all in dealing with funds and all of that. So after that year, I was so used to having extracurricular activity that I couldn't afford to do this. And then I'm so used to the MacAfrican community is so you get
Most of us love each other.
most of us. So yeah, I basically got into it, and then I found myself coming back, even though I was extremely stressed out the year before. I was I'm never doing this again. I found myself coming back. Yeah, I don't want to waste my final year.
Yeah. Okay. So this is an Afrofest question. So I went for the Afrofest show last year, and it was really, really great, and like everybody really had like this high standard for Afrofest then, and there was like this expectation for this year's show. So do you guys think that it was like hard to meet this standard that people set for like the show last year?
I would definitely say it was both. It was very, very scary because people were still talking about the show even while we're trying to plan the show for this year. People were going on about, oh yeah, Africa's last year was amazing. That puts a lot of pressure on us because it's like, what if we don't actually meet this expectation? But then it's also motivation to actually do better and try to like, if not meet the same level we met last year, but even like, strive for something greater. So it was like both motivating and very scary at the same time. But yeah, I think it all worked out at the end.
True. Okay, so after the show for this year's show, there were a lot of like concerns about like changing scenes and how like the way it was like, you know, and how it took the after party time too, you know. So like, can you guys address like why that happened?
Okay, let me just get to this. First thing I'd say is a lot of things are not predictable when it comes to fan events. You can only do so much. So there's some things you just don't have control over. For example, like the after party and you kind of meet expectations where you plan with people that this is what something's gonna be. But then the way people work is that sometimes something happens and it just can't work out that way, which was the case that night. There was a lot of misunderstanding with the owners of the club. And then for us, it's like, there's nothing we can do about that. We've done as much planning as we can. But like, yeah. And then back to the show, the whole changing scenes and all that, I feel like it was more of a case of organization, I would say. And this doesn't even fall on anyone. It's everyone as a whole. Like, the whole show itself I feel like we could have done a bit more planning. But then at the end of the day, we did the best we could.
Yeah. Thing, and like, there are things that we couldn't control. Then you can't just go there and be like, oh my God, we want this to happen. Like, there's only so much things and there's only so much people you can push to do something. Exactly. Like, at a point, you can just be like, okay, like let's just go the way it's
to come this far. Whatever happens. Yeah, I mean, like, surely we've been planning this for 8-9 months. You can't run on stage and say, make this faster. It's not part of the show. So it's like,
are you guys execs again?
This is actually our president for next year.
You're right. Okay, president. Is there anything you would like to change about like MacAfricans or like Afrofest?
Well, I can't really say right now because
sorry.
Because we're just starting the next year and like we're trying to like as usual plan as early as possible and get everything intact and make sure that the next year's show will be like a blast and way better than the way it was last year.
Okay, so is there any advice you give for like people that are starting their events for like student month or like all these little clubs coming up? What advice?
One thing, plan ahead because people will disappoint. And you just need to. One thing I know, like from a lot of people I've spoken to in other schools, some schools don't start planning until like maybe February. If you have a show in like March or April, you start planning in like December. And I don't feel like that's enough time because I mean it's a student production, fine, all volunteering, but still, if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it well, putting 100%. So start planning. Exec has been chosen. What are you doing? Summer, fine, have fun, but happen with yourselves while you're planning.
And for advice, I would say, because you might disagree with me, but don't make issues complex. You don't like have this complex storyline. Just like
trying to do Broadway stuff. This ain't Broadway.
Like trying to add like it's nice. Like you're trying to make it.
In theory, it's nice.
In theory, it's nice. But then as you come closer to the day, you just kind of realizing that okay, this has to drop. This has to drop. I mean, like okay, this show doesn't make any sense anymore because we moved so much.
Is that shade? Is there shade? Just wondering.
And like, I think on that advice is try to get to know the people you're working with.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
No loud.
God, knowing people you're working with,
That's
getting comfortable with everyone you're working with. Because like if you're good with people you're working with, like it's always the best working with people that are as like hardworking and like as passionate and everything as always put in their best. So that's one big advice. Always work with those
Yeah, I had one more. Mine would be to not forget this, like the simplicity of this. Like the main idea, okay, in my opinion, the main idea of an African group on campus is usually to pull African students on campus together, let us do something together. But a lot of people get so caught up in, oh, let's make this show as great as it can be. Let's get everybody across GTA to come for our show. It's like you have 4 years in university, enjoy the 4 years in university, enjoy the show, be a part of the show, and actually get something.
Yeah.
People tend to forget to have fun. And that's
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's like
it's
key.
important.
You're
Right.
focused so much on human, that makes so much money. Human, people have to come. Human, this show has to be sick. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't mean like the show will be serious with pride.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean
Moderation, like find that
every just find that
balance.
middle ground. Because
There's always good combat.
people don't just come for your practice and no shit.
Exactly.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, before we finish, one of us here is a YouTuber. I want to give yourself. So you blow.
So like, my YouTube channel is called Topi. She's gonna leave a link in the description box, and then you guys can subscribe and like watch my videos.
I'll leave my
Ew.
for job. You graduate stuff.
Thank you, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, like.
She was on here.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. Bye.